What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the latest updates, Form 4s that just came out after hours on Friday. Then aside from that though, a lot of people on social media are saying that Lucid is at a substantial discount. So I just wanted to kind of go over that and see if there's any accuracy or not. Before I get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, as far as recent updates, the last one was on the 28th. So that's the new CFO going to be taking their role on February the 25th, so the day of the earnings. So no pressure whatsoever. But essentially there was a Form 4 and also a Form 3 basically saying the exact same thing that was submitted after hours on Friday. And that just shows right here that this individual, so the incoming CFO, did get transaction code A, so acquired 1.3 million shares, all locked up through RSU. But yeah, not really new information, because based on this right here on the 28th, they did submit their pay package. And so it's all lined out. So nothing really crazy. This might be a hot topic though, or a touchy subject, I guess, if you want to call it, because Peter does get a lot of money, and right now Lucid isn't profitable and doesn't look like it's going to be profitable up until probably 2027, possibly even 2028. So the fact that all of these amounts are paid through even just, I don't know, stock and whatever, it's not a good image. And I remember that was that kind of annoyed me a little bit. I think it was even in September or possibly October, 𝗪𝗧𝗡𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧 and I believe even Peter both got $1 million of a bonus for the Gravity, but yet not really much has come out since then. So they love to throw money around. And kind of funny though, lately you've seen a lot of bearish Wall Street analysts, but even looking at Seeking Alpha analysts, they are equally as bearish. So a lot of sells right here. This one actually is very accurate. So I do often enough bring up the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is actually very accurate of a title. So bankruptcy risk is low, and that is exactly on point. A lot of people love to just throw out bankruptcy. Lucid isn't going to go bankrupt. And if they do, like everything would have to go bad for it. And it would be probably by 2030, 2031, somewhere around there. But dilution is going to come. So this is why the Gravity is going to be like that make it or break it kind of scenario for Lucid. If it is a flop, then yeah, shareholder equity is definitely going to go down the drain quite significantly. So 2025 is going to be a very big year for Lucid. But with that said, and especially Lucid starting to kind of trend down a little bit, you have a lot of people saying that Lucid is a steal of a deal right now. So I kind of wanted to talk on that. So as far as Lucid, it's not profitable. So the best way to accurately judge it and kind of compare it is through the PS ratio. So I have Lucid up here, also have Rivian, Tesla, and I put on Ferrari. And the reason why I have Ferrari is because a lot of people like to just say that Lucid's trying to go that path, because ultimately you have one of two ways, right? You can either go mass scale, such as Tesla, and then Ferrari, which is kind of lowered actual quantity but higher quality. So you have both avenues, and I have a feeling that people just like to say that Lucid's trying to be like Ferrari to only justify in the past bad and lacking demand, but that's just me. But this row right here, the PS, so they're looking at the current or last 12 months, and then the next 12 months is this one right here. So starting off with Lucid, so the PS over the last 12 months is 11.4, and then the future is 6.6. Moving over to Rivian, very comparable. That currently is 2.8 and 2.6. So as far as just currently unprofitable companies, comparing Lucid and Rivian, which a lot of people generally compare the two, both have different kind of problems, but both are still in their early stages. Rivian essentially is at a substantial discount. Even for right now, they could go up roughly around another 4x, and that would be the same on par with Lucid. So as far as right now, just comparing those two, Lucid is a little bit overvalued. And now looking at Tesla, which Tesla has a 13.3 and also a 11.6x, Tesla, of course, is profitable. Same goes for Ferrari. So it's better to kind of look at the PE. And the PE for Tesla is rather high though. So 198.3. But even comparing that, like Lucid is at the same multiple as Tesla right now. So for all extensive purposes, Lucid isn't that good of a discount right now, if that's making sense. So there is a certain level of premium, and you can kind of see that as well based on the price to book. So I think when it comes to this upcoming earnings on the 25th, there is a lot of high expectations and a certain level of premium that is added to Lucid for that, potentially to beat. So as I've expressed, I think the market might forgive earnings per share, revenue, and whatever else, and focus more on the future guidance. So that's just my viewpoint, of course. So this is a quick little summary on whether Lucid's at a discount, some recent events. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow. I go over all the things that you need to know for this upcoming week, what could cause volatility, and everything else. So let me know your thoughts on Lucid. Do you think it is a good deal right now? Have you been buying? And generally, like, I know this is kind of a vague question, but when it comes down to pay packages, do you think that Lucid pays their executives too much? So what's your thoughts? Hopefully everyone's having an amazing weekend thus far. One final thing, I did launch a Discord completely free. Link in the description below and also the comments. Pop over there. A lot of good people, a lot of good chat. So definitely take advantage and join. Like I said, free. So with all that, appreciate all of you watching.